Is everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
To the air, it's Kane. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Just got to have better awareness if you're the wide receiver and understanding where the sideline is. That time, it didn't even look like he was trying to get any feet down in bounds.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Buchanan. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
We knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Terrell. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
To the air, it's Preston. Fires to the middle. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Back to throw, it's Preston. The quick out. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Wells. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
With the catch, it's Sanchez. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Using his legs, it's Wells. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Preston. Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. looking to fire. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Let's it go to the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off. And
looking for the end zone. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Kane. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Scanning the field, it's Kane. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, third and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on third down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Sanchez. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Back to pass. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's a draw. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Kane. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Vaughn. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is on its way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass, using the quick game.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Preston. Got the quick pass. Turning it on! They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He wants to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Now this offense is back on the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It's 1st down for back at their own 24-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line.
Oh, he's got some space.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They'll give it to the back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. With jet sweep pass. Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. There's the pressure. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gives it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, I love the fight from this offense on this drive especially, and they've been physical, and they've had a lot of success moving it down the field, running the football. They're trailing by 2 possessions. Down in the red zone, 3rd down here. This is critical. They have got to be able to score a touchdown and cut this thing and make it a 1-possession game. It'll be interesting to see what they dial up on 3rd down now.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Pulls and fires complete. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They'll line up for a second down play. Dropping back, it's Preston. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Terrell. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch, it's quick. And they pick up just a few on that completion. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Throws to the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After that last completion, it's second down. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
From the gun on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Duncan. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. got it in the middle. It's Vaughn. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Absolutely center cut. It's now a one-point game, 14-13.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel in the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Forward and finds his man on the left. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Inside the 40. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's quick. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Kane. Quick completion on the out route. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
To the ground to try to move the chains. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll line up to go for 2. To throw, it's Kane. They've got the screen set up. Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wells. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Sanchez. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Banks. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Kane. Got his man on the right. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looking for room. It's quick. Powers through the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he will pin them in the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5. Wants to go up top on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
They're setting up the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's a draw. Done enough for the first down. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. It's Preston. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You watch the right defensive end. Again, they're so fast. Rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Handoff to the single back. On the move at the 30. It's a seam wide open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Now 2nd down as they try to run this clock. They'll try the left side. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Fires to the end zone, and it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll pull it on the read. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Looking for a man. It's Kane. Puts it out of the air. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Preston. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll go back to work on offense. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the 1st. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big 1st down and keeps the clock moving.
Looking to throw, it's Kane. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Buchanan. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Buchanan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's buried. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Kane. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Oh, what a cut! And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from the 11. Running back searching for a hole. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Shotgun snap on third down. Into the end zone. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Back to throw, it's Preston. Fires one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. Here he goes. And he will house it.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense back onto the field. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking for a man. It's Kane. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They bring the punter onto the field now. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. We'll see how the offensive coordinator pieces together this drive down late in the 4th. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. And that's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he's got it inside the 20. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's 1st and goal. They need a touchdown and the 2. Looking for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Looking to throw, it's Preston. Grabbed behind the line, it's Wells. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Just keep slinging it. Trying to find the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
Well, they get the touchdown here, and I think if you're the head coach, you got to go for 2. You got to have a 2-point play dialed up right now. What can you run you feel like you can execute to tie this thing with not a lot of time left on the clock?
They got the touchdown, but still a 2-point conversion short of tying it up late. Pushes for the goal line. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the 4th. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Picks up the first down, still moving. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.